I remember when I brought my kitten home for the first time. She was so small. I had debated whether I wanted to get a kitten or a puppy, but I decided on a kitten. Even though I had a presumption that cats were more fickle than dogs, this kitten was just too adorable to pass up. She was well behaved, and above all else would follow me everywhere. I'd walk into the kitchen, she'd walk right behind me meowing and purring the whole way. If I sat on the couch, she'd do her best to hop right on the couch next to me. No matter where I went, my kitten would always follow. Even now, she's found me somehow, and she's sleeping right on top of me. I don't know how she found my grave, but seeing her here now does give me a sense of peace. It was me. I know it was. I'd know myself anywhere. I live in a pretty congested city. Congested as in people congested. 24/7 there are people. But as I was walking home from work one day, headed back to my apartment, I saw her. Or saw me. That's a better way of putting that, I suppose. This wasn't one of those instances where you think, oh wow, that girl really looks like me. It wasn't like that. She was me. She had my face, my hair, my gait, my walking through the city face, down to a T. This woman was me. Obviously, I immediately questioned if I had really seen her. Maybe I was stressed from work and had just imagined seeing her, projecting my image of myself onto some random generic-looking passerby? But I don't think so. I've never seen anything like that before, and I don't have a history of hallucinating or seeing things. My double didn't see me, thank goodness. That would have scared me even more, I think. She just kept walking with her head down, just like I do when I'm rushing down the busy streets and sidewalks trying to get home. I began researching doppelgangers, cloning experiments that could take place without the subjects knowing, hyper-identical twins with absolutely no knowledge of the other or any sort of connected medical history. Nothing I found in my research made me feel any better. Nothing adequately explained what I had seen. I thought about it for weeks. I even looked for her a few times, taking random walks around the city in hopes of catching a glimpse of her. Maybe my eyes had deceived me. Maybe she wasn't so similar to me. My vision was not the best these days, but I didn't see her for weeks as I wandered around the city after work, taking various routes home. I definitely got more steps in, but no luck as far as seeing my double. I didn't tell anyone about it either. No family or friends. I mean, what would they think? Imagine if someone close to you came up to you and claimed they saw an exact replica of themselves walking around. You'd think they were insane. So I kept it to myself. But then one day, I saw her again. I had pretty much given up my search and had actually begun to get over it when I was walking home from work and saw her, walking in the crowd, just like the first time. But the only difference was this time, she looked up at me and saw me. And in her face was a look of terror, sheer horror and panic as she glared at me with wide, surprised eyes before scurrying away in the crowd, looking back every few steps with the same terrified look. Seeing her again and her response to spotting me made me wonder. It made me wonder, who was a double of who?